Hey guys, it's Chase Fleming of Fleming's Detailed Lawn Care. I just wanted to show y'all a few things real quick. We've got a scag V-Ride XL with 144.6, I believe, hours. We're just going to go over a few things that we've had go wrong with this mower, some of the really good things about this mower. Just a quick review on our new mower. We bought it maybe in August. Not real sure the exact month when we bought it. But we're just going to go over a few things on the mower to watch for and just some of the good things about the mower. If you're in the market for the V-Ride XL, because they are still fairly new, this is a 2024 model, but we're just going to show you a few of the things that we've had go wrong that y'all might want to watch out for, because I know they are issues with these mowers that are known. They're not just, a one-off, I lucked up with some crap. So the first thing I don't want to show you is the old dipstick. When we were out mowing, I noticed a while back that, for one, let me just show you, it doesn't lock in or anything. It just pulls in and out, which is not that abnormal. But, so right here, about every 2 to 3 hours a day, we've noticed that it's sitting like that. We'll push it back down, and then sometimes you get halfway into a yard, maybe you're hitting a bump, I'm not sure what's causing it, pop back up again. And then we may go 2 or 3 days and nothing happens. So, guys, keep an eye on these things, because if you get dirt in there, that can become a major issue. So keep those things down. We now constantly are checking, like we'll be mowing and just kind of reach around, slow down, feel it, make sure it's pushed down, keep going. Get it on the trailer. It's a requirement. You check it, make sure it's pushed down. We're in the process of trying to figure out a way to do something. I don't want to just tape it, but whatever we got to do to keep that down is what we're going to try to come up with, so that we don't have to make sure that guys are keeping up with it, because I think that's kind of a hassle. It's just something that, as an employee, you don't want to have to constantly keep up with. Did I push the old dipstick down? Are they going to get mad at me if I didn't push it down? So if y'all know of any way to do that, or if y'all come across that issue and y'all have come up with a solution, let me know. So let's see if we can check the hours. I'm pretty sure we're in the 140s. 144.6. So real quick, something I've noticed that nobody ever had in a video, and it would have made a huge difference for me. So we have a scag cheetah that went down, blew its engine in July-ish, and that's when we bought this mower, because it was going to cost an arm and a leg to get that motor replaced, because the engine was discontinued. They don't make it anymore. So we've got to wait till next year for the replacement engine to be made, so that we can have it put on and not cost an arm and a leg. So anyways, we had 16-foot trailer with that mower turned sideways. You can see the back end of the scag cheetah over there. Excuse the shop, it's a mess. And then we had this mower pulled onto the trailer. We just were trying to get the cheetah back home. Well, I needed about an inch to be able to shut the gate, and I had to ratchet strap the gate shut. Well, I get home and I notice, and maybe some of y'all know this. This is my first stand on, so I'm not really used to it, but there's a screw right there that you can take out, and then this platform will fold up and out of the way. Had I known that, I could have just flipped that up, shut the gate. Anyways, the mower has been fantastic. We absolutely love it. It has had its fair share of issues along the way. We've had to replace that caster. The bearings all just came out of it, and it was wobbly like crazy. We've had, let's see, the hydro hoses going into the reservoir right there. The one on the right just blew out, and the hydro fluid went everywhere. And then about 2 weeks later, we had to replace the hydro pumps, both of them, and found out that that wasn't, I don't know that it was a recall, but it was a known issue. So we had to get that taken care of. Trying to think what else we had. We had something maybe with the exhaust. I'm not real sure. Maybe not. I don't know. But it was in the shop quite a bit. It was very aggravating. There was one day when we got the hydro pumps replaced. I think it was the next or no, it's the same day. We picked it up, mowed 1 yard, and that wheel just went crazy. It started wobbling all over the place. I'm like, oh man, you got to be kidding. So we took it back to the shop. So we were already mowing next to our dealer, so we were able to just take it right in, get it replaced. Wasn't a huge deal, but something you don't really expect with a brand new machine. It has been amazing. Now the cut quality is going to be the same as your Cheetah, your Tiger Cat, your Turf Tiger 2. They're all running the Velocity Plus decks. Fantastic decks, which I don't know if you can tell, but it's pouring here. And we actually mowed our property not too long ago. That's why it's still dirty and hadn't had time to blow it off yet. But it cuts like you would expect the scag to cut. The handling, so I don't know if a lot of y'all are familiar, like we've got the scag Cheetah and the Turf Tiger 2s, they're all the same. The sit downs, they're a little jumpy. They're nothing like the Hustlers. The Hustlers are very forgiving if you're trying to stay straight, especially going downhill is when the scag can be tough to keep in a straight line if you're not used to it. And you'll see employees, zigzagging like this down the hill trying to keep it straight. Well, this one, I'm not a mechanic, so I don't know why, but I do know it is much easier to keep straight going downhill. It's just much easier to control in general. It's just easier to keep up with. This is my first stand on, and when I don't know, maybe 2 months into it, I thought, man, this is not really all that comfortable. Everybody's talking about you go stand on, you'll never go back. Well, I had to use a demo. I think we had a demo that was an X-Mart, great mower. But after about 4 or 5 hours, my lower back started getting sore, and I forgot how much I missed the stand on. I was like, oh crap, man, the stand on really is the way to go. I'm not used to taking those bumps on my lower back like that. So the mower is great. It goes right at, so I think they say it goes 11.9 miles an hour. We've got a customer that has a speed limit sign, a digital speed limit sign, like pretty much in their front yard. So we just drove down the road with it to see what we could hit, and we're on flat ground, and we hit right at 12 miles an hour, and even 12 miles an hour. So I would say it goes 12 miles an hour. And then on the fuel, I believe it holds 14 gallons. Well, I lost my train of thought. ADHD got me good. Anyways, the fuel capacity and the speed were kind of two biggest things for me, because we have some large commercial properties that we have to get back to the trailer on, and on the way back we'll blow off the entryway and do a few of our warehouses. So the Cheetah is much faster, a little more efficient at that, and we're all about the little efficiencies. And speaking of little efficiencies, the reason we went with the stand-on wasn't necessarily just because we wanted to stand up and be more comfortable. Next year we're going to go with an enclosed trailer, a 16-foot enclosed trailer, and we wanted to have more space inside the trailer so that we can have a workbench in the front, some cabinets in the front. So we decided to go with a stand-on with our next mower anyways. It's just it happened a little sooner because we blew the engine on the other mower. In the future, we will run at least 2 stand-ons in the 16-foot trailer. And then we will always have a sit-down as a backup. That way, if somebody were to ever get hurt, and I actually heard this on the Jeremiah Jennings podcast, where he had an employee get hurt and they needed to be able to sit down. They could still run a mower, but they couldn't run one standing up. And I was like, man, that really makes a lot of sense. So what we'll do is we'll keep 2 stand-ons to save room in the trailer. They are a little safer when it comes to a bad situation you can't jump off of, although you do have to be really careful about just bailing on these things. You got to be careful about backing into things. If you got a pole sticking out and on your sit-down, you might have been able to back up to it and it would hit the mower. Well, now that pole's going to hit you. So you have to be careful of those things. But we'll have a sit-down backup. That way if somebody gets hurt and they can still mow sitting down, then they can bring that on the trailer, use it instead. And then on top of that, if a mower goes down, it's there to replace the next one. But anyways, that's really about it, guys. Just wanted to share a few thoughts on the mower. Ramble a little bit, let my ADHD get the best of me as it usually does. But guys, we'll see y'all later. Y'all have a good one.